Hello, everybody. Andrea Tarowska here with Dentalelle Tutoring. Today, I'm going to talk about what do you do for a working interview? More specifically, do you get paid? Do you not get paid? Should you get paid? Do you care if you get paid? All of that fun stuff, because this is a common question that people ask me. And I'm starting to realize actually that not all offices want to pay you for a working interview, which actually makes me mad because you are working for them. You are providing a service. Yes, you are showing them your skills, but ultimately you are seeing their patients, cleaning their patients' teeth, polishing their patients' teeth. So why would you not get paid for that? But let's also be realistic. If you are a new hygienist or even a dental assistant, you are excited to get out there, right? You are excited to start working. So will you be overly upset if you don't get paid? Maybe not. I mean, you are just happy to get something, right? And you may be thinking at the same time, well, if I tell them that I'm upset that I'm not getting paid, then they're not going to hire me. I'm not going to go for the working interview, and then somebody else is going to get the position that I want. So again, let's be realistic. Yes, you want to get paid. Yes, you should get paid. You legally, ethically should be getting paid, but are you going to turn down a position that you need? So what I tell people is, take me for an example. If I was looking for another job, say on Tuesdays, I don't necessarily need that job because I do have one. I tutor from home and I don't necessarily need that job. Plus, do I want to work for an office who doesn't think that an employee deserves to get paid to do the work? Yes, I'd be going in for the working interview, but if they had said to me, well, just so you know, you're not going to get paid for this working interview, do I want them as an office? See, I would actually say, thank you, but then I'm not going to come for the working interview because I feel that I should be paid for my time. Plus, I would like to set a good example for all of the other hygienists and assistants out there who should be getting paid for their working interviews, okay? But that's just the type of person that I am. If I found out that an office was not paying for working interviews, it just kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But when I was 19, starting off as a dental assistant, I was excited to work anywhere. Honestly, for a working interview, I didn't expect to get paid at the time, but I was young. I was just happy to show them my skills because how I saw it was for a one-on-one interview where you're talking to somebody, they're not paying you for your time. So I was okay to not be paid for the working interview if I had that option. I still actually remember the conversation that I had with the with the office manager. She had said, we would like you to come in for a working interview for 4 hours. We do not pay for that 4 hours, but if you were here for an 8-hour shift, we would pay for that. Is that okay? Again, I was young, so I didn't care. I said, oh my God, hey, that's okay. I completely understand. I would be happy to come in. They had hired me after that 4 hours. So I was happy, they were happy, and I could start making money. But as a hygienist, you do put in a lot. And I find that more offices these days aren't really appreciating all of the things we do. There are a lot of offices out there who want to pay us $21 per hour, and there are hygienists who will take that money because times are tough. We need to make money. Everybody needs to make money. After you finish school, you want to work. You want to make the money. So are you going to put up a fuss if they're not paying you for the working interview? That's totally up to you, but how I see it is if you need the money, if you want the money, don't put up a fuss. But I would say something to the effect of, you know what, I'm available for 3 hours. this day, and this day, I would be happy to help you out. Don't tell them that you are available anytime for 8 hours, because they're not going to pay you for that. So if you kind of want to put the ball in your court a little bit, that's what I would do, so that if you're not getting paid, you don't have to work, you know, as hard doing an 8-hour shift, but you can do a 3-hour, even a 4-hour shift, and just hope that you get paid, you know, to eventually start working there. Now, the only problem with not being paid for a working interview, though, is there are offices out there, and I almost don't want to say it, but there are offices out there who will have hygienists come in for a working interviews, not pay them, and then they don't actually hire them. So that's a little bit sketchy. It's not a good thing, but there are offices out there like that. So you have to watch out for that too. Don't be going to, you know, 2 offices a day on working interviews not being paid, because that's not a good use of your time, right? So just hope that if you go for a working interview, you do amazing, you like the office, and they do hire you. But having that said, though, too, what you should always do is, before you accept the working interview, ask them or say something to the effect of, how will I be paid for the working interview? Would you like me to come in with a void check, or is it sent by an invoice? That way you're not asking them if you're being paid. You are saying to them, how would you like me to make it easier for you? Do you want me to bring in a void check? Do you want me to bring in a blank check? Do you want my email to send an email money transfer? Like, what's the easiest for you guys? Then if they say, well, actually, we don't pay for working interviews, then that's up to you. If you want to accept the working interview, or if you want to say no, or if you want to say, okay, I can understand that. Then how about I come in from 9 to 11 tomorrow and show you the skills that I have, you know, or from 9 till 12, or whatever time you have. You know, try to put the ball in your court a little bit so you're not being taken advantage of. But yeah, you guys, so on that note, I am being honest in saying that there are offices out there who don't pay you for working interviews. Is it necessarily a bad office? No. Is it an office you want to work for? Maybe not, but if you need the money, you need the money. If you're new, you need experience, and there aren't a lot of places hiring. So sometimes you just have to suck it up and do what you have to do until you get the experience, until you start working to make the money. And you could always look for another job while you're working somewhere else. I'm just being honest. Okay, you guys, so I do hope that helped. Any questions, just comment below, and I will see you guys in the next video.